Hello everyone, I'm Cheesy87 and this is Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Part 10. In the previous video, we continued making our way through the class trial. We reached the intermission point and got a little bit further. We're trying to defend Shuichi's honor and we're getting introduced to the white noise mechanic. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Please time your truth bullets just right so that they won't get interrupted by the white noise. And we blast them with A still? Yes. You can use the silencer with A to shoot down the white noise. Now, why would you do that? Because not only does that make it easier to shoot the right weak spots, you also get additional time. What a great deal! Trade offer. You destroy white noise. I receive extra time. Use it to your heart's content. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay, receiver. Hidden photos. Lookout classroom. Okay, lookout classroom. The two were together the entire time until the receiver went off.
Security sensor was
Hidden door photos. Rear entrance photos. I kind of like the rear entrance photo.
case isn't what triggered it.
So wait.
As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
Secretly moved
in order
it.
to trigger the alarm.
In order to trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the
Bro, it's so
sensor go
slow.
off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
Shuichi couldn't have had the sensor on him. That's right, I should have evidence, so I'm guessing it's
Security
the...
sensor was armed, but
Was it rear entrance that had the picture of him? I'm gonna say rear entrance
moving
photos?
bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
And what was the
sound
other
Kaede
contradiction
heard
point?
Came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved.
Oh, there's no point arguing against me? Till you can disprove Shuichi had the sensor, he will remain suspicious.
The security
I did pick the right one, right? Because, like, my thought process is that, I mean, the sensor was still active, considering that it took his picture here. And then receiver on Shuichi. A sensor was placed on the moving bookcase, so in case someone moved the bookcase, it would notify Shuichi. But Shuichi had the receiver, and we also know it could be muted, so I feel like that's not a good refutation.
sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
The moving bookcase...
As it turns out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
Secretly
in
moved
order to
it.
trigger the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried to move the bookcase.
Only an idiot can make that mistake.
So what did she say? Shuichi couldn't have had the sensor on him. Okay. That's right, and I should have evidence. So,
Security
I mean, shouldn't it still be the rear entrance photos? Or would it be hidden door photos? Because, I mean, the sensor was for this one, right? Because this is the one that's on... So I guess maybe... I don't remember what the sensor was... Because the sensor was on top of the bookcase. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, so I guess it's hidden door photos, not front entrance.
Armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
I just don't know which one
As
to
it turns
pop.
out, Shuichi had it the whole time.
Because like the thing is that you the sensor was still working because it triggered a photo as the door opened?
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
Bro, how is that not it? I literally don't understand. He couldn't have moved the sensor because the sensor was still in place because it took a photo as the door opened. Right? Like, I don't... Oh, done debating already. Well, next part's mandatory, so it's voting time. Hoo 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 hoo. Is there nothing else I can do? Oh, man. I mean...
Won't give up.
Oh, back to the start of the class trial. Oh, fucking gotcha. You thought you get to restart the last section? Okay, I mean, I feel like... Receiver, lookout classroom? I mean, I still feel like it's...
Security sensor was armed, but
Hidden door photos. I just like, I don't really know what the sensor... Because I mean, I feel like it should be rear entrance photo. I mean, we tried both of these. I feel like it has to be one of them. So that would also mean there's a 30-second interval between these two pictures as well. Which isn't really relevant for right now, but just in the future. Hidden door
the moving
photos.
bookcase isn't what triggered it. As it turns out,
we just straight up
Shuichi had it
missed.
the whole time.
The sound Kaede heard came from the sensor when Shuichi secretly moved it.
Secretly
in order
moved
to trigger
it.
the alarm.
So when Kaede heard the sensor go off, she figured someone had tried
But
to
we
move the
know he didn't
bookcase.
secretly move it because it was still actively
Only
taking
idiot can make that
photos.
mistake.
I just don't see how that's not the contradiction.
The security sensor was armed, but the moving bookcase isn't what triggered it.
Bro, that's so dumb.
No, that's wrong.
Like, well, I don't know, see why, how does it go with moving bookcase,
Wait
but
a
not,
minute. This is weird. If the security sensor wasn't placed, then...
like, I don't see how secretly the sensor was moved. Like, how does that not contradict that? That contradicts Kyo's statement way more than it contradicts Kokichi's. I mean, it contradicts both, yes, but the second contradiction's way stronger.
We wouldn't have been able to take that picture. We were only
So it's
able
like
to
I had
get
the
it
right
because
idea.
The sensor was triggered by the hidden door.
It's just the, you know.
Oh, that? Pfft, easy to explain. Well, you see... I guess you're right. Sorry, I didn't think that far ahead.
You're giving up that easily?
It is always annoying when you get a question wrong,
What
even
else?
though you
Made a
have the right
mistake, big
idea,
deal.
because the game kind of wants you to pick the thing that I think is less logical. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the contradiction between Kyo's was way stronger than the contradiction between Kokichi's.
You speak as if you knew that from the start. Even I was taken in.
So you see, Shuichi can't be the culprit.
Now wait just a minute. The security sensor had a power supply, so what if it went like this? The security sensor was set up on the bookshelf, and Shuichi had its receiver. However, Shuichi turned the receiver off.
Yeah?
How come?
That would get you a picture, but no alarm when Rentaro moved the bookcase.
Yeah?
Then, when Shuichi says he's gonna check the basement, he actually goes to the library. And thanks to the 30-second interval, he's got time to go in after Rantaro.
He could have collected the sensor from the hidden bookcase after killing Rantaro.
I see. Then he caused the receiver to go off in front of Kaede to trick her.
No, that is something that I've thought previously.
It's certainly plausible, considering that Shuichi knew about the intervals.
Game, you okay?
How needlessly complicated. But I guess it's not impossible.
Then, Shuichi really is the culprit?
So the ultimate detective is the killer. What a plot twist!
Wait! Why do you guys think he's the culprit? Shuichi, please say something. Why aren't you saying anything?
Shuichi, what's wrong? You're not culprit, are you?
Hey, you gonna say anything? We'll all vote for you if you don't.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just because he seems guilty doesn't...
The culprit. Are you ready to turn yourself in?
What should I do? Everyone suspects Shuichi. There's no way he's the culprit, but even so... Why won't Shuichi say anything? Is there a reason he won't say anything? Well, we do know I mean, I guess he's worried about, like, the truth, right? So I think Shuichi has kind of realized who the culprit actually is. Because now I'm kind of... The game's gone hard enough on the Shuichi's the culprit thing that kind of clears some of suspicion in my mind. And so I feel like I'm kind of leaning more back towards Ryoma now. So I think it could be a situation where Shuichi knows the truth, but he's scared to tell it. Even though it's, like, by not doing that, he's implicating himself. If that's the case, then it's all up to me. To protect everyone, I need to take control of this debate. Even if that means I have to lie to do it. Okay. Did you hear that? A lie? Yeah, I know that sounds crazy, telling a lie in a class trial. But sometimes telling a lie is necessary to reach the truth. Oh, but don't worry, there are no lies in this tutorial. From here on out, there will be times in a debate you have to lie. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Before you had to refute the lies, but now you'll have to lie yourself. Okay, so you hold to lie. Okay, so this is, I guess it's kind of similar to the mechanic where you did the copying. Doesn't that get your heart pumping? Here's how it works. Select a truth bullet like a normal non-stop debates. But when you hold Y, the truth bullet will become a lie bullet with the opposite meaning. Releasing Y will shoot the lie bullet. When you use a lie bullet to argue or agree with someone's statement, it will become a perjury, a statement that paints over the truth with lies. When lying, your influence gauge will drain. A successful lie will restore it. If you miss with your lie bullet, you will take damage, so be careful. Also, I've heard a rumor that there's a secret way to advance debates. It's called a back route. Let's just say that only those who lie well will be able to find it. Thank you much. Oh my god. I feel like it's... I mean, part of me is like, this idea seems cool, but I also feel like it's going to be very obtuse at times, the way they want you to use it. Because I will admit, that shit made no goddamn sense. Monokuma, card reader, dust, receiver. So I'm thinking receiver on Shuichi. We could lie about something regarding that, because that's knowledge that only we have, really. Like, we could lie about the fact that you could mute the alarm, maybe? Monokuma file.
One more time.
Card reader dust. Moving bookcase. Move back to its original place right before Kaede and Shuichi found the body. Could be that potentially as well.
Security center.
Because like I'm thinking we've got to lie about stuff that only we know about.
So it was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
Now we could
And
lie
so
about
when
whether or not he
Rantaro
had it,
moved the
right?
bookcase,
Like we could say we had it.
a picture was taken without the alarm sounding.
Then taking advantage of the camera's interval timer.
Shuichi hid in the library and murdered the shit out of Rantaro! And then, he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterwards, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose to make her think the murder had just happened.
Hang.
Praise be to Atua.
I'm thinking we have to lie and say that we had the receiver the whole time.
He was just amazing, Kaede.
Who? The basis of the suspicion is that Shuichi had the receipt. Yeah, okay. Have to retake control.
Let's go over the case one more time.
The security sensor was placed on the moving bookcase. Shuichi also had...
Did it? Yeah, no. I don't know if the lie went through. Like, I don't know if that's wrong because it's wrong, or if it's wrong because...
Case one more time.
Oh, you have to hold it forever. Okay.
Shuichi also...
Bro, how did that miss?
But he had it.
Dude, the detection is so bad.
And so when Rantaro moved the bookcase,
It doesn't help that you have to use,
picture
I'm
was
using a
taken
controller
without the alarm
because,
sounding.
well, the keyboard controls are garbage.
Then taking advantage
And
of the camera's interval
using a controller to aim
Shuichi hid in the
fucking
library
sucks.
and murdered the shit out of Rantaro. And then he grabbed the security sensor from the bookcase and returned to the lookout spot.
Afterwards, he set off the receiver in front of Kaede on purpose.
Oh yeah, we can fast forward. I was like, I forgot there's nothing else left. Okay. Oh, you gotta hold it forever. And then I don't know if I have to keep it held down or what. I can't shoot the white noise?
But he had it turned off.
Bro! I couldn't.
And so when
You can't shoot the
Rantaro
white
moved
noise
the
while you're
bookcase,
charging? Really?
a picture was taken without the alarm
So you have to
sounding.
charge up first. Bro, why are the controls so bad? So like, I guess we can't. So the white noise, it seems like it doesn't actually block the point. So I guess we don't have to shoot it.
Let's go over the case one more time.
No! God damn it.
Shuichi also had the receiver.
But he had it turned off.
You have to hold Y the entire time? That's so dumb. I let go, but...
Let's go over the case one more time.
Okay. Gotta like
Sensor was placed on the moving bookcase.
get in a freaking claw position. No!
I'll turn this lie into the truth.
Bro. Fuck these controls, man.
Sorry, you guys. I forgot to tell you something important.
Forgot?
To tell you the truth, it was me. I had the
Huh?
So that's why there's no way Shuichi could have turned off the receiver.
If that is true, then the entire premise of the argument thus far is wrong.
Is this true, Kaede? Of course! Come on, would I lie to you guys?
That'd only screw yourself over. If we mess up, you're dead too, you know.
Or perhaps you wanted to cover for Shuichi, even at the cost of your life.
Bro, fuck that. I don't like Shuichi that much. I don't like any character that much.
I cannot imagine why anyone would risk their life to lie on another's behalf.
Big Taka energy.
Words from a true heartless robot. Emotions are only for meatbags.
True.
That is a harmful stereotype. I can produce heartfelt remarks through calculations.
Like less than 3? Those kinds of calculations?
It's not so unthinkable. All hearts are blind when faced with radiant love. Doing anything for the one you love. Hasn't everyone felt that way before? I most certainly have, at least.
Look how creepy you are. I'm sure that person didn't want your love.
Kaede and Shuichi are pretty buddy-buddy with each other, so I wouldn't doubt that. Plus, the way Kaede just acted right now, I'm pretty sure she lied.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get beat up after class, but you know,
A talented liar like me can spot other people's lies easily.
that was a lie.
Well, what do you guys think? To believe or not to believe, Kaede?
They shouldn't believe you just because you said it with that much sauce.
I do want to believe Kaede, but Shuichi does seem pretty suspicious.
You're pretty suspicious.
He has been strangely quiet for a while now, which is classic degenerate male behavior.
So is talking, of course.
Yeah, I agree.
Shuichi is the only person here who's suspicious.
I'm just saying, you guys are digging yourselves into the bottom of the tier list if you keep on trying to kill Shuichi.
So we all agree that Puichi did it? Then let's just vote already!
No, I still think it is too soon to determine the culprit.
See, Kibo, you know, you can climb yourself up there.
I agree. I sort of can't believe that Shuichi is the culprit.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I agree. But I don't know if Atua agrees. Cause right now it's his nap time.
Yeah, because he couldn't stand up to a 2-2, the much better and cooler god.
This is quite troublesome. It seems our opinions are on opposite ends.
How are we supposed to decide? We're split, right down middle.
Hold
Oh.
Split? Did you just say split? You did! I heard it! I heard it with my belly button microphone!
So wait, your ears don't do anything?
Well, no, he just has 3 years, duh.
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
What?
More phenomenal trial ground?
You just made that up. That's not real.
The trial grounds are gonna morph? Seriously? I totally want to see that!
Either way, we have to do something. We can't vote for Shuichi because he's definitely not the culprit. If we vote for him, all hope is lost. I won't be able to save everyone. But I haven't lost hope yet. I won't give up. Before I save everyone, I need to make sure we're all on the same page. You're split down the middle. At times like this, debate scrums are perfect. What in the hell did you just say to me? In a debate scrum, you'll be split into 2 teams. Then you can argue your opinions against each other. Bro, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, I do like that there's at least visuals for the tutorials now, at least. That's nice. That's a lot better than, the way it worked previously. It's kind of easier to visualize a little bit. Okay. So I kind of see what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, like, pick an argument and then pick the one that kind of refutes the other, thing. Everyone's so fired up, the subject of the statements don't match. That's not how you debate at all. You have to match your subject with your opponents and put them in the correct order. Okay. That's how you make a good debate. Your side's subject keywords will be displayed, but your opponent's subjects won't be revealed yet. Listen closely for the subject of your opponent's argument. Before your opponent finishes their statement, find the same subject keyword and press Y. Okay, so for like that statement, we would want to select intervals. Alright. This seems kind of neat. If you and your opponent's arguments match, then your opponent's keyword will be revealed. And when all the statements match up, you will enter the finale. Try to convince all your opponents at once. Continuously tap the button displayed on the screen to push your opponent's claim out. And that's this. Okay. And we'll be mashing circle there. Got it. Don't get pushed back. Push their claim out for a perfect refutation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey. By God. It's morphin', dude. It's morphin' time. Why's Rantaro gotta be at the bottom, huh? Is this discrimination against dead people? Okay, Shuichi is the culprit. Shuichi isn't the culprit. Dummies.
You
Okay.
hid what you knew about the camera intervals, Shuichi.
Okay, get blasted.
But Mew's silent about intervals too.
Unlike Shuichi, I actually have an airtight alibi.
Alibi.
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Oh, get him. This is actually really cool.
Shuichi and Kaede weren't together the whole time.
Hirumi,
Both of them were together when
Yo, it's like we're using a Pokemon battle. We're telling them to use their moves.
If Shuichi
Tackle
had the
attack!
receiver, it could have been.
Kibo!
Okay, they're like
Kaede
all
is
in
the
order
one who
now?
actually had the receiver.
But that's Kaede's lie, is it?
Hit him with lie attack.
We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
Okay, time to mash, I think. Crouch, bind. Ah! Oh god, it switches. Oh, that's the wrong X, dude. That's Xbox X, not PlayStation X. Fuck. Bro. That's so annoying.
Is there... We won't give up!
That I do not what's the word I'm looking for? Recognize that as a true loss. I was hitting the wrong X. Okay, at least we can skip that. Okay.
You hid what you knew about.
Gota!
Buttons.
You silent about intervals too.
Unlike
Okay,
Shuichi,
so-
I actually have an airtight alibi.
Kaede backed up Shuichi's alibi, didn't she?
Bro, the game is like lagging like fucking crazy.
Kaede weren't together. Hirumi!
Okay, now they're all in
Both
order,
of them
right?
were together when the receiver...
If Shuichi had.
Kibo!
Kaede is the one who actually had the receiver.
Okay, remember, X is not X,
But
it's
that's
X.
I'll do it! We'll know whether or not it's a lie when we talk this through.
But wait, didn't it show circle? Was that, maybe I was hitting? Ah, God, I'm still hitting the wrong X. That's why I got mind flooded, is because it actually displayed PlayStation control, because I'm using a PlayStation controller. And it displayed the circle in the tutorial.
You have to believe me. Shuichi is not the culprit.
So I was under the assumption that X was going to be PlayStation X, not Xbox X.
If we vote for Shuichi, we'll be making the wrong choice. And if that happens, everyone will be executed. I definitely
That's gonna
won't
be
let that
a
happen.
kind of
Even
hard
if it
to
costs me my life.
train my brain to remember that. Because sometimes it gives you PlayStation prompts, and sometimes it gives you Xbox prompts, and
Yeah, it's just like Kaede said. Shuichi ain't the culprit.
like whoever came up with the controls for these games was a fucking sadist.
Gonta believe in Shuichi too. Gentlemen always believe in friends.
Well, if Shuichi's not our culprit, then who is?
We've already exhausted all possible avenues of discussion.
No way. There has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Oh, guys, I haven't really been paying attention. What's
Even
going
though you're
on?
not the culprit, you've been quiet for a while. It's because you realized something, huh?
So I think
You're
that,
scared to reveal
yeah,
the
that's what
truth.
they're going for, is that he knows who did it, but he doesn't want to say.
I thought so.
I mean, I'm glad Shuichi's not evil. I kind of, like, I could see the game going for that. Now, it is a little too similar to what happens in the first game, so I'm glad they didn't just repeat that trope.
Shuichi.
Or trope's not really the right word, but, they didn't reuse that kind of plot point.
Answer me this. What kind of truth did you realize? Don't be scared to say it. Not just for me, but for everyone else. Please, face the truth.
Because you won't just be, you know, you'll be killing all of us, so...
The picture.
Picture?
A picture. Is there a second shadow there?
The picture from the camera aimed at the hidden.
Aimed at the hidden door just before... I mean, it does like... No, that's the monopad shadow. Hmm.
Door. I always thought it was suspicious. the way Rantaro was acting.
What's suspicious?
I mean, he is very shocked.
If you look at the picture, it looks like Rantaro is trying to remove the camera. But that must mean he noticed the camera we set up.
That's true. But when did he notice that?
I believe it was when the camera took its first picture. This picture was taken when Rantaro moved the bookcase. At that moment, something made him notice the camera. So he tried to remove it. That's when the bookcase closed. The sensor was triggered, and that's when this picture was taken.
If that is the case, we must find the reason why he noticed the camera.
You're confusing everyone! Except me, of course. Just get to the fucking point!
I've been contemplating what it could be. Why did he notice the camera?
I mean, they did go out of the way to hide it.
And the answer is in this picture.
Is that like maybe a mirror on the other side of the bookcase or something? I see, Shuichi knows. Reason why there was no flash. The reason you noticed the camera was because of the camera? The bookcase sensor? There was no flash though. They specifically mentioned there was no flash. Everyone's staring at me? How is it the sensor though? I mean, they said there was no flash. But they said they set it up so there was no flash. Bro!
I get it.
I'm confused.
Because of the flash, right?
They said they disabled the flash.
Yeah? The flash?
Yes, the flash went off when the hidden door camera took a picture. Rantaro noticed the camera's flash.
I'm confused.
But how can you tell the flash went off?
They said they disabled the flash, right?
Well, if you compare it to the other pictures that we have. Remember the pictures that were taken when I took down the cameras? This is the picture taken when I removed the front camera. This is the picture from when I removed the rear camera.
I mean, it is brighter.
It's the picture of
Definitely. But they specifically said they turned the flash off, didn't they? Maybe I'm forgetting. I mean, it has been, like I said, 6 days since I recorded that stuff, but I very specifically remember them talking about the flash and turning it off.
The brightness is totally different.
Same room, circumstance, and camera. And yet, there is a disparity in brightness.
Because only the camera aimed at the hidden door had the flash turned on.
It did. I thought they said they turned the flash off on all of them.
What was the purpose of leaving the flash on? Especially since it was meant to be hidden.
Yeah.
A mistake, maybe?
It's no mistake. There was an objective here. That camera was placed for another reason.
Another reason, huh?
To take a picture, lure the mastermind closer?
I get it.
So,
Flash was used to lure
so the
whoever
game just
moved the
lies
bookcase
to you.
the camera.
Okay. So, like, we weren't supposed to know that the flash was on. They just lied to us. Okay.
So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away. And that's exactly what happened. Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the flash, and then walked over to the camera. But the culprit didn't expect the camera to take another picture when the door closed.
Hey, Kaede?
But, I mean, doesn't this still implicate Shuichi?
What is it?
Is something wrong? You've been acting kinda strange.
Strange?
Your last few remarks carry more conviction than before.
Do you know who the culprit is?
So is it that Shuichi did kill him, but he thought he was the mastermind? Is that what we're getting at? Because, I mean, I can't think of... Because he's the only one that would be able to turn the flash on, and he told us the flash was turned off.
Yep, I know. I've known for a long time.
Hmm? Long time?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera. Isn't that right, Shuichi?
Okay, so... They're going for this angle where he did do it, but... And that also would explain why he didn't claim the first blood? Okay.
The culprit of this incident is...
Who, I mean, it is Shuichi, right? Like, I'm not crazy? Kaede, It's okay. I know you're not the okay? It's alright, I know. It's okay, you just need to calm down and say it? What the hell, man? I don't know. Are we the culprit? I mean, the only person who could have changed the flash... It's not... Is it Miyu? Is it her? I don't know. I mean, there's only 3 people who had access to the camera. Us, Shuichi, and Miyu. So... But, I mean, she has an alibi and everything, though. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I have been thinking Ryoma's sus, so we'll try him, and then we'll go with Miyu afterwards, and if this isn't right. Oh, that's wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, I really have no clue. I mean, it's not us, we're not the culprit. That's wrong? Could've... Is it Rantaro? Did he kill himself after all? I don't know, man. That's wrong? I don't really know what they're getting at. Because, I mean, the clue they gave us is that only one person could have turned the flash on. And if it's not Shuichi... And we know it's not us. What? I don't get the question.
Everyone, you have to believe me.
Okay,
Shuichi is not the culprit. If we vote for Shuichi, and if that happens, I definitely...
Okay, this is like really far away.
Yeah, going to believe in...
Shuichi's not our culprit.
No way.
Huh?
Okay, this is like way far back. Oh my god, it's so far back. And we just need to pay attention more at the end, I guess.
And the end?
What is it? Camera flash. Don't hit A, dummy. Obviously don't hit A.
Because of the flood.
Yes.
What was the purpose of leaving the flat?
It's no mistake.
There was an objective here.
That camera was placed for another reason.
Another reason, huh?
To lure the mastermind closer.
I get it! The flash was used to lure whoever moved the bookcase to the camera. So when the flash went off, they would have noticed the camera right away. And that's...
Rantaro moved the bookcase, noticed the
culprit
flash.
didn't expect the camera to take...
Hey, Kaede?
What is it?
Is something wrong?
Strange?
Your last few...
Do you know who the culprit is?
Yep.
Hmm?
Because there was only one person able to set the flash on the camera.
We didn't set up the camera, though. We set up the other camera, right?
Isn't that right, Shuichi? The culprit of this incident...
I don't know, is it frickin' us? That doesn't make any sense, but that's the only other option.
No doubt about it.
What? That makes literally no sense whatsoever.
Well, this is as far as it goes. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get to the mastermind. I'm sorry, everyone.
The game is just like, it stopped making sense, right?
I'm sorry, Rantaro. I'm sorry, Shuichi. You stayed silent this whole time because you realized it already.
I mean, I guess maybe, unless they're going for like an unreliable narrator thing.
But you can't do that. It may be the end of me, but I want my wish to. I'm giving it to you, Shuichi. From now on, you're going to carry on my wish. You're going to protect everyone.
So, like, I mean, I guess maybe they're going for, like, the game has been lying to you previously? That maybe we're the ones who actually went downstairs and Shuichi didn't? Which, I mean, is neat, but also annoying.
I know what you want me to do. That's so cool. It's cool, but...
So I guess it's that Kaede was so convinced that Rantaro must have been the mastermind that she killed him, and the game has just been previously lying to us.
I understand. I'll do it.
Which, I mean, I like from a story perspective, but from like a gameplay perspective is really annoying, if that's what they're going for.
Trust me. I won't let your wish go ungranted. Kaede is the culprit.
I mean, like, so here's the thing. Story perspective, this is a very cool, neat novel idea. The game just straight up lying to you is a little annoying because, you know, you're kind of coming in with the assumption that, you know, the game doesn't just straight up lie to you, but...
Huh?
Kaede did it?
Wait! That's not possible! Right, Kaede? Kaede? Wait! Did she really...
Just kidding!
Just kidding.
Huh? Did you guys really think I'm the culprit? Psh, come on, guys. Like I could. When Rantaro was murdered, I was in the classroom with Shuichi, remember? After that, we went to the library, and that's the first time I even saw his body. Plus, I never met up with Rantaro. I never had a chance to kill him.
Yes. No way Kaede could be culprit.
Jeez, of course not. Do you think I'm even strong enough to throw that shot? My hands are only strong enough to play piano.
Then accusing you of being the culprit is...
Yep, it's wrong. Shuichi's just joking around. He wanted to lighten up the mood.
What?
Right, Shuichi?
And now the game is, you're being like, it's being a little too weird for me.
No matter how you look at it, I couldn't have killed Rantaro with that shot.
I mean, you're not denying that you threw the thing? I understand, Kaede. You want me to reveal the truth, don't you? I think everyone is afraid of learning the truth. But the people who are willing to find the truth are the ones who can decide their own fate. I mean, I do like the idea of, like, killing the main character off, like, subverting your expectations like that, but also, I don't know if it's a good decision in the long run. You won't even know you're on a path. So fight for the truth, even if it is frightening. I know you can do this. If you're scared, borrow the strength of others who will be there to help you. Think of everyone you're helping and let that be your strength.
No, I'm not joking around. Kaede definitely killed Rantaro.
What the hell did you just say?
It seems as though Shuichi is serious after all.
Of course I am.
Why don't you tell me then? How did I kill Rantaro with that shot?
Yeah, how? You and Kaede were together the whole time, weren't you?
How Kaede killed Rantaro with the shot put ball should become clear when you consider where she used it.
Where she used the shot put ball?
Huh? What? I'm lost, you guys.
Don't worry. It doesn't really make... I mean, I don't see her reveal the truth. She trusts me with her wish. So I can't back down. I need to fulfill her wish. I need to fight for the truth. I mean, I did like Kaede more as a protagonist than Shuichi, so that's a little disappointing that I'm guessing we're switching over to Shuichi's perspective for the rest of the game.
I have an
So, video, BGM, we still haven't used. Lookout Classroom.
Bye.
Promotional video. It was on full volume until the murder occurred.
When Rantaro
Bloody shot put ball.
was
Rantaro's belongings.
killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
We know it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
Was killed in the library.
The explanation.
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
She trusts me with her wish. I won't let her down. I'll find the
I have an
answer.
alibi.
Nice hint. So, is there any reason to believe he wasn't actually killed in the library? I mean, no. There's not.
When Rantaro was killed,
Same as the shot put balls in the warehouse. Estimated time of death is 9:10.
I was in the classroom standing.
Lookout Classroom. Although Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement, the two were together the entire time. So, I mean, maybe we say Lookout Classroom is the contradiction here?
Watch with Shuichi.
Nope. Weren't we on Lookout together? I don't know, man. I feel like, I mean, the game has to be lying to you to some degree, so we can't really trust anything we've seen in the past.
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede
Now,
never
do we need to, like, lie, maybe? No, probably don't need to lie here.
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
We know it was in the library. Do we,
Rantaro
though?
was killed in the library after all.
That's the only explanation.
I mean, we don't have any evidence that proves he wasn't killed in the library, though. I mean, we don't have any, like, definitive... I mean,
In which
I could see a world where he wasn't killed in the library, but we don't have that as evidence.
it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
Haru's belongings.
I have an alibi.
I have an alibi.
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
I was in the classroom.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
We know... I feel like that's the contradiction.
Rantaro was killed in the library.
Was killed in the library. He had a key to his dorm room and a monopad. I mean, I guess you could maybe use Monokuma File 1. Because, I mean, it doesn't say he was killed, it just says he's discovered. We'll maybe try that, just because we have to start eliminating possibilities at this point. Like, we gotta
In
make
which
some
case,
progress.
It's impossible for me to be the culprit.
Now, I don't really feel like that's a
I have an alibi.
contradiction, but...
Kaede never saw Rantaro. How'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed after all.
Nope. Not instantly, we found him right after he was obviously killed. I mean, I know that makes sense, but something has to not make sense.
Oh no!
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
That's the only explanation.
I don't know what the game wants.
I have an alibi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I know you can do that. I don't know what the game has lied to me about. I mean, it's obviously lied to us about something, but
An alibi.
I don't know what. Emotional video. I mean, I feel like this is obviously suspicious because we've never used it, but like I have no clue what it's important for. It was on full volume. I mean, that doesn't really apply to anything. It's not like, you know, we're trying to make an argument that like something would have not been heard or muffled or anything like that. And I just don't see why.
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom standing watch with...
Lookout classroom. Well, we already tried this. I mean, it does say they left... I mean... Together the entire time.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
But do we know?
In the library after all.
I mean, I feel like we do, but...
It's the only explanation.
In which case, it's impossible. I'm in the classroom, standing watch with Shuichi.
I was in the classroom.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
I have no clue. I mean, the game's giving me nothing to go on either. I mean, maybe it's... I mean, I guess it's something to do with the BGM, because it's the only... It's like the odd thing out.
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom, standing watch with Shuichi.
Okay, I mean, I know that made no sense, but... Bro, the game is kind of annoying me, if I'm being honest.
I have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom.
We're on lookout in the classroom near the stairs to the basement. Although Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement, the two were together the entire time until the receiver went off.
Standing watch with Shuichi.
Kaede never saw Rantaro. Then how'd she kill him?
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library.
We already tried...
Rantaro
was killed in the library.
Oh no!
When Rantaro was killed, I was in the classroom, standing watch.
I mean, we just gotta... I hate to do it, but we gotta do trial and error, because, like, I don't know what to do. Sir?
When Rantaro
We already
was
tried
killed,
Monokuma file.
I was in the
there.
classroom, standing watch with Shuichi.
I don't know if we tried Lookout Classroom there. No, we did.
We know it's in the library.
Rantaro was killed after all.
I don't know. I mean, I hate it. I don't know what the game wants.
In the library.
Killed after all.
I mean, can we even? I mean, do we
When
lie
Rantaro
here?
was killed,
I mean, you
I was
can
in the
lie.
classroom, standing watch with Shuichi.
So maybe that's what we're supposed to do?
Kaede never saw.
I don't know why we would want to lie, though.
We know that it was in the library. Rantaro was killed in the library after all. That's the only explanation.
So, I mean, we'll try lying lookout
I
classroom.
have an alibi. When Rantaro was killed, I was in the
Classroom, standing watch.
Shuichi.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Rantaro. And how she killed him. It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know that it was in the library. Rantaro was killed in the library after all.
God.
In
In which case, it's impossible for me to be the culprit.
I mean, you would
I have
assume
an
you're not
alibi.
supposed to lie here, though.
when Rantaro was killed,
And then we gotta try and...
I was in the classroom, standing watch.
No, you can't... Ah!
Kaede never saw Rantaro.
That not count? Weren't we on lookout? No, it counted. I'm losing my mind. We'll pause for a
can't
second
let it
until
end
we
here.
trial and error our way through, I guess.
It's important to establish where the culprit used the shot. We know
But it was in the library.
I don't know why that's it. It's like one of the only things I didn't try.
Kaede didn't use the shot put ball at the scene of the crime.
Honestly, I thought we tried that one as one of our first ones, so I guess that's why I was overlooking it. I still don't know why it's the answer, but I basically trial and errored everything on the first two, or the first and the third one, so that was only like a couple things left.
She used it at the first floor classroom, where we were keeping watch.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Totally.
Hold up. How could she have hit Rantaro with a shot from a different floor?
She rolled it.
Bro, you do realize the vent isn't anywhere close to where he was killed?
She rolled the shot from the first floor classroom and hit Rantaro.
I am skeptical that she could perform such a feat of accuracy.
I mean, I guess they're trying to argue that the stacked books were how she did it. Bro, that's so fucking dumb. That's so dumb. I actually, like,
So it was a magic shot put ball? Yeah, that's not possible.
That's so unbelievably dumb. I actually hate it.
It is possible.
I hate it so much.
If you do it at the right spot in the classroom, it will reach the library.
You know what the justification for this is? This logic? She mentioned Rube Goldberg machines. It just fucking popped into my head. Ah! God damn it. That's so fucking stupid.
So it seems you already know about that.
I didn't want to figure it out. I didn't want to know. Bro, that just wouldn't work. It's so fucking illogical that it would have, like, you have no reason to believe that the shot put ball is gonna go there and hit him exactly in the spot. That's whatever. I'm not gonna be that mad about it, I guess, but why is it an auto? Please stop. Stop being an auto. Stop being an auto. How do I turn auto off? Turn auto off? There we go, okay. Obviously it's mode. That makes sense. Mode. Hangman's Gambit version 3.0. Object is select the letter orbs in the right order to create the keyword. Press A to activate the flashbot to read the illuminated letter orbs. While the letters are illuminated, you will not actually be able to select a letter orb. Make sure you remember where they are and press Y to get the letter orb. Remember, you have to select them in the correct order. Deduce the keywords from the letter orbs so you can see I don't know what the question is. The flashbot uses focus energy, so use it wisely. The waves of light will also occasionally cross the screen, so you can read the letter orbs then. Take advantage of that as well. Thank you for listening. What's the question? Where was the shot put rolled to make it? I guess we're looking for vents. D. E. In. Okay, this seems a lot easier than previous hangmans. Still.
The classroom's vent.
Bro, that's so dumb.
If you were to roll the shot in there, it would reach the library.
No, it wouldn't. There's like 1,000 different ways it could work. There's no way you could reasonably be 100% guaranteed assured that the ball would roll perfectly, then roll along the bookshelf or the books, and then happen to fall off at the exact second.
I see. That air duct connects the classroom to the library.
Like, my objection is not that, like, that's a dumb way to kill him. Because it is a dumb way to kill him, but I could roll with that. Expecting you to figure out that's the way it went down with, like, no real hints otherwise is unbelievably stupid.
So, the shot is rolled into the vent, passes through the duct, and comes out of the air vent above the library bookcase.
But how could she have hit Rantaro from all the way over there? The vent was way too far from Rantaro's body.
You know, the funny thing is, I even actually, I think earlier thought about the idea of the vent dropping the shot put ball in his head, and then I dismissed it because I'm like, well, the vent's not anywhere close to where he is. Or not really dropping it, I was thinking of throwing it. Because honestly, I'm still not entirely... I mean, I don't really know exactly how heavy shot put balls are. I mean, they're pretty heavy, so I think it would kill you if it did just drop even from that small of a distance, but...
What kind of coincidence is that?
What a mystery.
No, I already know the answer to that as well. No coincidence. The culprit set it up that way intentionally. Remembering correctly, there was something off about her then. Damn it, how could I not realize it? It's too late to regret the past. I said I wouldn't back down, I made a promise. I mean, like, I get where they're going now, but it's like... It is kind of funny that they expect you to figure out, like, the way that she kills him before they give you any hints, and now they're, like, having you go through the motions.
Strike Rantaro's head from that distance.
Yeah, that's impossible.
It's like, this prompt is, like, basically pointless. It started rolling on its own.
Bookcase onto Rantaro's head.
Because it's like, you have to, like, to answer the previous prompt, you have to have been able to figure out that she rolled it and then it fell down off the books and everything. So it's like really odd that now they're giving you the hints to kind of get you to come to that conclusion when you already had to have come to that conclusion to figure out the previous prompt.
It's on the floor. And Rantaro tripped over it, causing him to hit his head on the bookcase?
Watch out so you don't slip and fall. What if Rantaro's corpse moved on its own? Like he was standing under the vent when the shot hit his head. Then he walked a few steps before he finally dropped dead.
Shut up.
Hey, Shuichi.
Now, I didn't see anything about...
Don't lose sight of the truth.
Don't lose sight of the truth? What? I mean... I think he said something about rolling, right? I was too busy talking at first to pay attention at the start here. Also, I guess I didn't really realize that, I thought they were all evenly stacked as well. I mean, I can see that there is a very, very slight slope. Now, also, if you look at it, if you were to drop the ball, most likely what would happen is it would maintain its momentum and then just fall straight down. Because, I mean, that's how, you know, physics work. It would have, because it's such a heavy object, it would have so much momentum coming out of the vent that it would actually just keep going straight. It wouldn't stop and then start rolling down. And also the way the books are stacked up, it would actually get stuck behind one of those books there. So, I mean, it's really dumb in hindsight, but
from that distance,
I can roll with it. I just wish they had given some hints to make you come through this, like, incredible leap of logic. Like, I just want to clear, my objection is not that the method of death is stupid.
Just like Ryoma said.
My objection is that coming to like believe that without any actual hints prior to that is really kind of dumb.
The shot rolled along the top of the bookcase and fell on Rantaro's head.
It rolled along the bookcase?
I did say that, but would the shot have rolled that conveniently?
It has nothing to do with convenience. The shot rolled exactly how the culprit wanted.
Honestly, I would buy it more if it was like, it just happened. It was a coinky-dink. Like, that is actually more valid to me than like, oh, she perfectly planned it out and everything. Like, that's...
They used books on top of the bookcases to direct the path of the shot.
I mean, it kind of... a lot of it reminds me of... you know, the whole scenario is very similar to that case in Phoenix Wright 2, the chapter 3 of Justice for All, where that didn't bother me in that game because they were like, it was a fucking coinky-dink, and they gave you a ton of hints to get you to come to that ridiculous conclusion at the end. Whereas in this, they're like, you got no hints whatsoever until after you already have to come to the conclusion.
The shot's path was directed by books? How would that even work?
I mean, it wouldn't, but...
It would be easier to explain with a floor plan of the library.
Also, we should probably stop soon. I can't really make these videos that much longer than an hour just for the sake of like actually having enough to go up once a day, since I can't really record quite as much right now. So I think we will stop here. I know we're close to the end of the trial, but we'll just finish it up next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.